Speaking about toes, so I was on the phone last night with my in-laws, and they live Springfield, Missouri.
Good town.
And we were talking about the miracle of the Gower miracle of the nun who was dug up and is not decomposing. And then my mother-in-law said, "Oh, we got you one better. There's an Ozarks church. There's a church leader who claims that a prayer at their church in Joplin, Missouri, regrew a woman's toes."
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh I got that story.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And I go, well, this is a miracle.
So we talked about it yesterday. The Missouri miracle, the woman who was the nun, and that's where Gower, Missouri, which is out near Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
People are coming from far and wide to lay hands.
Yes.
On the woman who was exhumed after being buried for 4 years. Her body is almost in perfect shape.
Right.
You should see all the hands that are now piled on top of her. It's amazing.
Mm.
People have laid hands on her. Mm-hmm. There's a line outside that church to just put their hands on the exhumed nun.
Yes, even though we did look up yesterday that it takes about 50 years for a body to decompose, but we're not going to talk about that.
So another Missouri miracle. Something's happening here. Something's happening in this state.
Hallowed ground, this place.
Well, didn't they say the Garden of Eden?
Yeah, Independence, right?
Is Independence.
Yes.
Well, that's what the Mormons said before they decided it was in Utah.
Yeah, moved it.
Moved it.
Well, once they got to Independence, they were like, here we are.
Yep.
Not what we expected.
These mountains are beautiful.
There's a Taco John's in Independence, Missouri, though, which is kind of like the Garden of Eden, if you think about it.
True.
So, you know, there's in everything, there's a little truth.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so listen, something's going on here. Headline, Missouri megachurch pastor claims prayer regrew woman's amputated toes. Her ex calls it BS.
Oh.
What?
The ex ain't buying it.
Mm-mm.
Well, this is easy.
Yeah.
Show me the toes.
Show me the toes.
Show me toes.
I'm from Missouri.
Glad you brought that up. I'll give you this. Here's the woman. Okay, so I'm gonna play a little clip from the woman who claims her toes were regrown through the power of prayer. Okay. Here we go. Hang on. Watch again. Watch again. Oh, it's an Instagram thing. Damn it.
Gosh dang it.
Stand by. It was working before. Talk amongst yourselves.
Dead air alert. Dead air alert.
By the way, my mother-in-law is like as Catholic as you get. And so for her to be bringing this up is like pretty spectacular for my agnostic ass having this conversation last night on the FaceTime.
Well, I ain't lining up to touch a dead nun, but I will line up to suck some regrown toes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, fresh toes.
They're all lined up in Joplin to be like, I got to suck these miracle toes.
And this pastor said the bone formed, the everything.
Oh, I had a whole thing.
From the basics of toes just started forming. And there's no video evidence.
So James River's in Joplin now as well? Because they have that huge church down in Springfield.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, here we go.
So I had 3 toes that were amputated in a terrible accident. I heard the word for creative miracles, and I thought, well, I certainly have a creative miracle that I might need. I need 3 toes to grow back. The person next to me said, do you want new toes? And I was like, well, sure. All the women got down, and they prayed over my foot, and I decided to take my shoe off to see what was happening when he said, let's see the progress or if anything's happened. And when I did, I had to grab the person next to me and say, do you see what I see? And I saw 3 toes that were forming, and now there's length to them. Tonight, I can stand on my tippy toes. Oh. Listen, do you understand? I can stand on tippy toes.
Yeah, it's
no, I couldn't do that because I didn't have toes to tippy on.
Oh, she couldn't tippy on.
I didn't have toes to tippy on.
And that's sad.
I'm a believer.
So she's growing back the toes, and nobody thought to take out a phone?
No.
Yeah, I'm a believer in miracles. I am. I am a believer in the power of prayer. I'm a believer in all of this. Just show me the toes. I just want to see the toes.
Here's the article. When a Springfield, Missouri area man's friend said recently he'd witnessed a woman's amputated toes grow back during a prayer session at a Missouri megachurch, he and his wife just kind of laughed it off and rolled their eyes about it. But the next day, the man, who says he identifies as a Christian, decided it wasn't a laughing matter. So this is a guy that says that the church is exploiting this woman.
Churches don't do that.
So on Wednesday, I believe that was yesterday, he set up a website called showmethetoes.com.
Yes.
Oh, he did? Show me the toes.
Dude,
Where are the
you
toes?
love this guy. Showmethetoes.com.
I mean, come on, dude. Is it better? I mean, is there anything better? It's Missouri. Show me.
Right. Show me the toes.
Well, I also looked up the pastor of this church.
Yeah.
And he's a 70-year-old man doing a sermon in a black bomber jacket. Nothing like an old guy in a bomber jacket says credibility. You know what I mean?
So the story goes.
Did you go to the website?
He's like, I got a zipper on my sleeve.
The website's got the whole thing, like all the social media posts and all that kind of stuff. And then at the top it just says, show me the toes. Looking for proof of the new toes miracle. And then it says,
oh, this was back in March, so it wasn't this past March.
It says, email us at proof@showmethetoes.com.
Showmethetoes.com. So and this article says the uproar stems from a March 14th sermon at James River Church. Guest pastor Bill Johnson was in town for James River's Week of Power Prayer Revival, preaching at its main location in Ozark. James River lead pastor John Lindell presided over the Joplin location where the miracle took place. Let me see here. 46-year-old Christina Dine spoke up. She lost 3 toes in 2015 when her estranged then-husband broke into her house with a 12-gauge shotgun and shot her.
Oh, my
That's
wow.
serious.
That's awful.
That's awful.
Right.
Whoa.
And that's how she lost the toes?
Right. She
Okay.
lost portions of her intestines,
Oh, my God.
her liver, and she lost toes.
Okay.
Dang.
That's awful. We're not making fun of that.
It's a miracle that she's here. That's great.
That is the first miracle.
That's terrible, but...
The pastor says, I guess they prayed. He says they saw the bone come wrapped in flesh. And by morning, the toenails, everything had formed. And she got 3 brand new toes.
Show Me the Toes Proof is the Instagram handle for showmethetoes.com.
Hey, man, good for her. Regardless of everything, anything, whatever.
Well, this
it's a heck of a testimony.
This pastor is kind of controversial anyway. Back in 2019, he attempted to resurrect a 2-year-old girl who had died in her sleep.
How'd that go?
Unsuccessful.
You know, out of the Missouri miracles that we're talking about this week, I mean, to me, the toes is the miracle, right?
Yeah.
Like,
That would be
no offense to the nun. I'm happy that she's having a shrine and everything's going on. But we read it yesterday. It takes 50 years for an unembalmed body to start really decomposing. So the fact that she was exhumed only 4 years in, mathematically, to me, it doesn't. We still have time. In 50 years, let's take a look, and I can eat my words then. This is huge.
Well, how about this? And Ben brings up a great point here. So God will grow back an adult woman's toes that are not important, so she can now stand on her tippy toes.
Tippy top.
But forget about all the little kids with cancer.
Good point.
That's a weird argument.
Or that same lady's intestines.
Right, or the intestines.
Like she had a
or her
couple.
liver.
She had a couple things in order of operations. If we're doing a math problem, I think that we're in parentheses, like needing new intestines and what else happened. I mean, it's a terrible thing.
Yeah,
But
intestines, liver, and 3 toes.
yeah, just seems like liver and intestines maybe would have been a cooler miracle than regrowing 3
Do you think
toes.
God forgot the order of operations?
That's possible. I mean, we've all been there.
Or this is the first of all 3.
Hasn't done math in a while. We've all been there.
Yeah.
But showmethetoes.com is hilarious.
Right.
I thought Moon was already on GoDaddy trying to get the domain name. Damn, it's already taken.
Already taken.
Showmethetoes.com. Yeah, the X is saying that this is obviously BS. The fact that, a group watched and witnessed the flesh wrap around the bone and nobody thought to take out a damn camera.
Right.
People have taken pictures of their food all the time.
Right. People were yesterday. We had the video of the woman losing it on the Starbucks people, but we don't. Bone is being reformed. Like, how fast did it happen? Right. To me, it's going to take about 10 minutes. You have time to get your phone out. And
If I'm seeing toes regenerate, I'm taking my phone out.
I hate that this could take away from, good. It could take away from good things happening.
only if you let it.
In
Only
the
if you
toe
let it.
world, or
No, just in the power of prayer and all of that.
Oh.
Like, I hate the fact that this kind of like
kind of weird.
could take away from it. It really sucks.
Only if you let it. Right? Don't let this. If you have the power of prayer and faith, this isn't going to shake your faith. Right? That you're either in or you're out. Now, if you're skeptics, you're going, what's going on here?
Yeah, Christians have been
Going
left
to
at
show
for
me the
years.
toes.
Show me the toes.
Show me the toes.
It's got a. Did you attend?
Yeah,
They
we did.
call for proof. They got an email here. They got all the news articles. Man, that's,
Well, I'm glad her prayers were answered, so
that's
now she can
involved.
stand on her tippy toes.
Her tippies.
Her tippies.
It's a big deal, man. I'd imagine losing 3 toes is going to affect my balance.
Yeah.
It is, yes.
I'd be stoked. I'd stand
Yes.
on my tippies.
But again, I probably want the liver back.
Yeah.
But again, that's just me. And who am I?
Rizzuto.
Yeah, but again, this guy is a pretty controversial figure.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Rizzuto.
We're trying to resurrect a dead 2-year-old girl. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't.
The guy's in a bomber jacket, dude.
He looks good, though. Can I just say, as a priest in a bomber jacket, like,
Anybody looks good in a bomber jacket.
really?
Can I
doesn't
disagree?
Who doesn't look good in a bomber jacket?
If we got this satin
But his head
bomber
looked like
jacket,
he's got like old white hair receding and thinning and like big gold glasses. I mean, he just looks like.
I'm not looking at his face. I'm looking at just the chest.
But you
bomber
got to
jacket.
understand those things go together. They're all part of the same tapestry. And I'm
Well,
not saying
with the-
don't live your dream, dude. You know,
With the bomber jacket, you gotta have the aviators on.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Looking like Don Felder of the Eagles.
exactly.
You have to have the the cap on that's got the scrambled eggs on the you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean scrambled
bill.
eggs?
On the bill.
yeah. If you had a captain's hat on,
The leaf?
I'd be all in. But I'm like, you can't go bomber jacket to the neck, and then your head just looks like an accountant.
Yeah, Kevin
You can't do
Cronin up
that.
top.
Yeah.
Got to go full on. Like,
You gotta
dye
be
your
a
hair.
accoutrement.
Put on a captain's hat. Maybe get an earring with a feather or something. You know, something cool.
Danger Zone.
Then I'm
playing
like,
in the
you know what?
background.
Maybe he did regrow some toes. Who knows?
Yeah, I'll buy that.
He just went. You got to go all in, man.
Pastor means you can marry. Right? He's got a wife.
Usually, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He looks like some guy that has a wife.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that.
He looks like one of these wife guys.
Yeah. One of those people.
Well,
You guys know the old
I'm
guys.
just
like
saying
a
he's
guy
little
with
too,
a wife.
He looks a little too styled up
Yeah,
for
those
just
are-
single guy.
Those the scrambled eggs on the
Oh, yeah.
on the bill.
My dad used to have one of those, yeah.
Those are awesome.
What are those called? I've heard of military guys actually
like a
call
Navy-
them.
it's like a
call
Navy-
them scrambled eggs.
It's a Navy officer thing, right?
Yeah, it's not LaFleur's. It is something.
It's a veterans thing.
Yeah.
Oh, actually said scrambled eggs.
Yeah. It's a military slang term used in reference to senior
Gold
officers.
leaves, I think.
With a leaf-shaped embellishment found on the visors of their peaked caps.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's how I always heard them referred to as.
Yep.
Huh. Okay, well, people are heading out to that church. Another Missouri miracle.
Show me
Things are happening.
tourism is what
Things
it
are
should
happening
be.
here. Things are happening.